Everyone was crying, his mother was there, everybody was just emotional, and me and my kids were like standing there like soldiers. You know, I was really angry, to be honest with you, because I looked at all the people that were there crying, and I was just like, what the f did y'all expect? Y'all watch this man kill himself every day. Like, that's what I was saying in my head. I was like, looking at everybody like,
DMX, legend in the game. All right, we starting off with a legend, his family, and speaking on his last day, where they were and how it went down. You know what I'm talking about?
We went to go see King Kong. My mom gets a call. She's like, I'm like, what is she saying? What is she saying? Earl's on the floor? I said, well, here we go.
I am Tashera Simmons, the ex-wife and only wife of Earl Simmons, AKA DMX.
My name is Xavier Simmons. Earl Simmons is my father.
My name is Sean Simmons.
This is my younger sister, Praise.
This is my older brother, Tacola.
I was with Earl 10 years before he was DMX. I was there with him for the rise and the beginning of his fall. Our last conversation we had, it's just so heavy and deep when I think about it, because it's like, I just look at life so different since he's gone. Such a prophet. So 6 days before he passed, I was trying to talk to him about being a better father, and he took a deep breath, had his little bottle of Henny, took a sip. It's not gonna make sense to you, Tashera. He told me that my vessel is tired, but my words will live on forever. My voice and my words will live on forever.
We went to go see King Kong. My mom gets a call. She's like, I'm like, what is she saying? What is she saying? Earl's on the floor? I said, well, here we go.
We literally watching King Kong, and Styles' wife, Styles P from the Locks, she called me, and she keep blowing me up, and I'm like, she don't never call me like that. And I picked up, and she was like, Tashera, Styles' cousin is a detective, and he's at X's house. He said he's dead on the floor. My heart like went into my stomach. I was like, I like jumped up and ran out the movie theater into the hallway, and I was like, what? And she was like, he's dead on the floor. They're trying to revive him. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure that's him? And he was like, yeah, they know who DMX is. So then his uncle called me, X's uncle, and was like, they was able to get a pulse. They got his heart started after 30 minutes. So then I hung up and I told them, I was like, guys, your father, they found him unresponsive. They worked him on for 30 minutes. They brought him back, and they rushed him to the hospital. He's right around the corner. I was like, we have to go, it's the right thing. It was a scene. Like, so many people were out there, all his friends, and we were in the waiting room. And I was just numb, to be honest with you. His uncle came out, and he was, never seen his uncle this emotional. And he said that, they said that he's brain dead, and he just was there too long, and he was just breaking out crying. And me and my kids were just looking. Like, cause he was, to me, everyone was enablers. Like, I just hated it, to be honest.
And when you get to a certain level of success, the people around you got to be the realest people around you, man. You got substance issues. You can't have people around you that's gonna be bringing it to you, allowing you to do these things like it's okay.
To be honest with you, you know, I knew him since we were kids. Before he was famous, no one gave a I probably was an enabler in a different way, not with the drugs, but when you love someone and you don't know what to do, you know, you try your best to try to comfort them and not realizing that it's enabling them.
I remember just feeling numb, really. Like, I didn't really know how to feel. Like, I wasn't sad. I wasn't happy about it, obviously. I just know, like, yeah, I was just there. I was just like, wow, like, this is, like, happening.
I didn't think it was gonna be the end, because in middle school, It was another death scare. We saw him in the hospital. I was like, again, like, you still doing this shit? Like, why are we still having these scares? Like, I wish he could just stop. I wish he could have stopped, but it's tough when you have those demons.
Everyone was crying. His mother was there. Everybody was just emotional. And me and my kids were like standing there like soldiers. You know, I was really angry, to be honest with you, because I looked at all the people that were there crying, and I was just like, what the f did y'all expect? Y'all watch this man kill himself every day. Like, that's what I was saying in my head. I was like looking at everybody like, because I was not bringing him his drugs. I wasn't getting high with him. Everybody was doing that. So I'm looking at everybody and I'm just like, what is y'all all crying for? Like, I was so mad at everybody.
They don't give a goddamn. If anything, they gonna make more money off the fact that he passed away off the catalog. So they ain't tripping off. Man, the industry don't give a goddamn fuck. They gonna make their monies, and that's all they care about. You know what I'm saying? Brother's sick, brother's going through things. Y'all still feeding him the substances to allow him to, you know, to keep battling these demons. Shit goes wrong and then everybody's crying. Come on, man. What do you think was gonna happen? Man, some fake folks out there.
Xavier came into my room. He was like, we're gonna pull the plug. I'm like, damn, you weren't supposed to leave yet. Like, you had so much unfinished business, but he was just so hurt.
When I saw him on the table, I don't know. There are no words for it.
I don't know if I really believe that the demons won. I think that he was ready, and he made the choice to understand that his time was up. I've had all my fun. I have gave the world all that I have, and now I am going home to be with my father.
Rapper Earl Simmons, known to the world as DMX, has died at the age of 50 following a heart attack related to a drug overdose.
The world lost a legend. We lost a father, a best friend, a piece of our family's soul. I think the industry failed Earl. They saw that this was a sick man who needed help, but he was a very powerful money tool.
When he passed, there was an era that passed with him. The era of not being vulnerable. The era of not showing what you truly feel. The era of not speaking about mental illness. So now our family is creating a culture where that is accepted and embraced.
I just wanted to tell him, I know you've been through so much, and I know you blame yourself for a lot of things, but I am the strong man that you have created, but never taught so much. I am you, in a way. I'm not scared of you. I'm not terrified of you. I have a voice just like you, and I can use that voice. Mostly, I would just say, I know you tried, and I love you.
So many people have this facade, this image of who they believe him to be, who they believe our family to be, and we are intent on showing them who he really are and who he truly was. In all of his glory, in all of his rage, and all of his vulnerability. That's our mission.
XXX, man. Shout out to DMX, man. I remember the world stood still, man. I ain't gonna lie, the game stood still. When I found out X died, I was like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? It was a terrible time in hip hop. I'll tell you that much.